Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I will be painting this Toyota Camry that took some damage on the rear bumper, passenger side quarter panel, and passenger side rear door. I'm going to go ahead and tack it with my tack rag to get rid of any particles that are on the panels. At the time of the recording of this video, our shop hasn't been looking very busy. How's your shop looking? Comment down below. If you enjoy this content, be sure to subscribe. It'll help our community of painters become much larger. Alright, so now for my sealer, I am using an Iwata W400 with a WBX cap, nozzle and needle size 1.3. Notice how when I apply my sealer, I am combing it away from my blend panel. When sealing, one must always keep in mind that it travels farther than paint. So it's always good to adjust your fan size and your air pressure. And so when you are sealing a panel that is adjacent to a blend panel, always be sure that you are spraying away from it so you don't get any sand piling. Alright, now for my wet bed, I will be using this Fuji Spray MPV8. The nozzle and needle size on this is a 1.3. This gun is originally supposed to be a clear coat gun, but I'm using it for my wet bed these days. I just think it's an alright gun. I don't think it's all that. I feel like a lot of influencers a few years ago hyped this gun up, and I've never been a huge fan of the big droplet guns, and this is one of those. I am applying one full wet coat to my panels. This will create a new substrate for my paint to land on. What will happen if you don't apply your wet bed is that when you go to blend your color out, especially a metallic, your metallics will trip over the sand scratches, making it look blotchy. I am applying my wet bed at 22 psi, and on this particular gun, I've got my fluid knob turned out 3.5 turns. Now for my metallic base, I will be using this DB1, which is exceptional for metallic paint. I am applying one medium wet coat over my sealed areas. Notice how I am angling my gun away from my blend. I don't have much space to work with, so I'm trying to save it as much as I can. I'm not going too heavy here on my bumper as to keep it from wrinkling. Alright, now I'm going for full coverage with my second coat, so I am applying it a little bit heavier. Applying your base wet will help your metallics stay flat. Alright, this is one of the complicated parts. This is where we have to work our magic as painters. We don't want our blend to be visible. Alright, now I am coming in with my High Solids clear coat. I am using an Iwata WS400. I am applying my first coat medium wet. I am not going for full coverage. If you go too heavy on your first coat and then go heavy on your second coat, that's when you'll start to have runs. The way I configure my fan on this gun is that on the fan knob, I will turn it all the way out and then do 2 turns in. For my material knob, I'll turn it all the way in and then I'll go 3.5 to 4 turns out. I have my air pressure adjusted at 29 psi, and for my friends in Europe, that is 2 bars. I am using Sherwin-Williams Ultra BC8 CC 2020 Clear Coat. I am using Hartner UH80, which is a moderate climate hardener. I added 5% of US3 reducer. Alright, now I'm coming in with my second coat. This will be a full coat. This will help us attain our final finish. Alright guys, and here we have our final finish. I am very satisfied with the way it looks. The blend came out looking really nice, as did the clear coat. Please be sure to subscribe and watch my other videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.